This is a bookable summary of the book, Nudge, by Richard H. Thaler. Most people know what's good for them and what's not. They're determined to eat healthily, save money for retirement, and not smoke. But when it comes to putting these things into practice, they often do the opposite. Unwise behaviors can crop up in all areas of our lives, from eating habits to our investment decisions. These patterns can lead to serious long-term consequences. For instance, statistics show that most U.S. citizens save very little money, even though they know it can cause trouble later. If we don't have savings to fall back on during tough times, we regret our past decisions. Despite knowing what's best for us in the long run, we still make choices based on short-term goals. Let's learn to make decisions that are good for us in the long run. Join us as we explore how to break bad habits and make wise choices. 1. We often make bad decisions based on either too little or over-complex information. Have you ever wondered why it's so challenging to make decisions that are truly in our best interest? Often, it's because we either have too little or too much information, or we simply can't predict the consequences of our actions. It's only when we have and can process the right amount of information that we can make rational decisions. For example, choosing an ice cream flavor is relatively simple because we know what flavors are available and we can quickly decide based on our past experiences. But when it comes to more significant decisions like taking out a loan, the process becomes much more complicated. Understanding the various types of loans and their associated costs can be confusing because the important details are often hidden in the fine print of colorful advertisements. In other words, even when all the relevant information is available to us, we can still find it difficult to sort it all out and compare the services objectively. Situations like this can make us feel completely overwhelmed. 2. Human beings act mainly on gut feelings. When we see a laughing baby, we can't help but smile. That decision to smile is made unconsciously. Our response occurs entirely on its own. But when we want to figure out the answer to 347 times 12, we confront this task in a conscious way, because finding the answer requires effort and takes some time. These examples illustrate two different systems of thought. In the case of the baby, we are using our automatic system, that is, our gut instinct. In the case of the math problem, we are using the rational or reflective system. We don't have time or energy to reflect upon every little decision we take on our average day, which is why we often let our automatic system govern our actions. The automatic system is often supported by a weak scaffolding of spontaneous emotions and subjective experience. For instance, when estimating our own likelihood of suffering from a stroke, we may first consider how many people we know who have had one. If we don't know anyone who has had a stroke, we automatically assume that our own risk is low, even if it's actually high. This can lead to misjudgments and unwise decisions based on our gut feelings. 3. Sometimes we make faulty decisions because we succumb to temptation or act without thinking. If you offer a cigarette to a long-time smoker who is in the process of quitting, she will find it difficult to resist the temptation. She may end up bumming a smoke even though she wants to quit and knows how bad smoking is for her. This unwise response occurs due to a lack of will, as the temptation is simply too great. Such situations can also make us thoughtless to a certain degree. For instance, experiments have revealed that bigger portions cause us to eat more. If we have a big portion in front of us, we eat more of it than we should, even if it doesn't taste good. In one experiment, researchers gave their test subjects a bag of stale popcorn before entering the theater to watch a movie. Half of the participants received a small bag, while the other half received a medium-sized bag. Although most of the participants claimed that the stale popcorn didn't taste good, they still ate a lot of it. Those with bigger bags ate even more of their popcorn. 4. Some companies exploit the human tendency to make the wrong decisions. For companies to be successful, they must sell products and generate profits by meeting their customers' needs. Some companies prioritize customer purchasing behavior over whether their actions have positive or negative consequences on the customer. In some cases, companies create new needs in their customers rather than only satisfying the needs they already have. For example, companies take advantage of people's inability to resist temptation and make impulsive decisions by promoting XXL-sized portions to encourage customers to buy more than they intended. This is one reason why many people end up consuming more food than they should. Companies also exploit human weaknesses through trial subscriptions and periodicals. These subscriptions allow customers to receive the periodical for free for a specific period. However, if customers fail to cancel their subscription within the cancellation period, it automatically renews, and they continue to receive the periodical and pay for it. If you're learning something new from this video, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos. 5. Nudges are subtle changes in context that help us avoid making bad decisions. One way to avoid wrong decisions is by using nudges, which are small prompts that guide us in the right direction. Nudges are not forceful commands or persuasive messages, but rather subtle cues that make it easier for us to make the best choices without limiting our freedom. Nudges can help us choose the right thing by simplifying the decision-making process. For instance, arranging fruit in easily visible places and junk food in less visible spots in a cafeteria is a nudge. This way, we are free to choose between buying an apple or a candy bar, but the arrangement of the products prompts us to go for the healthier option. However, companies can also use nudges for the less righteous purpose of influencing purchasing decisions, such as placing the most expensive items on eye-level shelves in supermarkets. Nevertheless, the example of prominently displaying fruit in the cafeteria demonstrates how nudges can be used to encourage healthier and better choices. 6. Defaults are highly effective nudges that can cause people to automatically do what's best for them. Considering that we don't rack our brains every time we make a decision, decision-making situations should be designed so that automatic responses produce a positive outcome. The Gmail attachment reminder service exemplifies this concept. When an email contains phrases like, "Please find attached," but no file has been attached, the email program automatically recognizes the discrepancy and prompts the user, "Did you want to send an attachment?" This little nudge can save people a significant amount of time and trouble. Companies can also implement similar systems to assist their employees in making wise decisions about enrolling in pension programs, for example. Instead of making enrollment optional, which most individuals are naturally inclined to avoid, it would be preferable to establish the program in a way that automatically enrolls all employees. They must explicitly object if they do not wish to participate. Companies should set default options that ensure employees do the right thing, even when they do nothing at all. 7. Nudges are most useful when we have too many choices or when the future is at stake. Nudges are most useful in situations where it is difficult for us to make the right decision. Immediate payoffs can lead to wrong decisions as we tend to ignore their negative consequences that come later. For example, having an extra drink or piece of cake may bring pleasure at the moment, but we only realize the negative effects later on. Lack of prior experience can lead to bad decision-making, such as when choosing an insurance company and policy. We lack the prior experience to assess which insurance company would best fit us because we only make the decisions once or twice in our lives. Even after selecting a health insurance company, there is still another decision of choosing the appropriate policy. To assist customers, an insurance company could provide a recommended default policy that covers more than 80% of a person's medical costs. This approach helps less insurance-savvy customers choose a policy that covers a wide range of treatments for common medical problems. 8. Many people use nudges to achieve their goals. Many of us conclude at the end of each year that we didn't manage to stick to our New Year's resolutions. The number on the scale is higher than last year, and the ashtray is still full. Yet some people are successful. Generally, people who are able to stick to their resolutions use nudges to keep them from making the wrong decisions throughout the year. They place bets with their friends, take advantage of public weigh-ins, or use internet programs tailored to help them monitor their progress and stay on target. On the website stick.com, more than 100,000 people have signed commitment contracts with themselves to achieve their goals. After signing up on the website, you state your goal, set milestones with specific deadlines, and have the option to put money on your success. If you achieve your goal, you get your money back. If not, whatever institution or person you initially selected receives your money. This successful website harnesses nudges to help you modify your behavior and fulfill your ambitions. 9. States and other institutions should use nudges to encourage wise decisions. Nudges encourage individuals to make better decisions, which often benefit more than just the individual alone. When the majority of a society's members make wise decisions, it benefits the entire society. For instance, the $1-a-day program has also shown that nudges can reduce the number of unwanted teenage pregnancies. Several U.S. cities pay teenage mothers $1 for every day they do not get pregnant to tackle the issue of young mothers having another child shortly after their first. Companies also use nudges to keep their customers from making mistakes, such as beeping at us until we buckle up if we forget to put on our seatbelts. These little things do not force us to fasten our seatbelts, but they prevent us from accidentally forgetting. Thanks for watching. We hope this video provided valuable insight and information for you. Which do you think is a bigger factor in making bad decisions? Succumbing to temptation or lack of information? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you learned something new from this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you. Until next time.